Are you by chance on a quest for a natural way to uplift your mood and to tackle anxiety? Well, in this video, we're going to explore this ancient herb's remarkable journey from traditional medicine to modern mental health remedies. Discover its potential benefits, learn how to use it safely, and see if it's the right natural solution for you. St. John's wort is known scientifically as Hypericum perforatum, and it is certainly not new. Its historical significance goes all the way back to ancient Greece, where it was a go-to remedy for various nervous disorders. It is also known for its antibacterial, antioxidant, and antiviral properties. And guess what? People also use it on their skin to heal wounds and to heal burns because of its anti-inflammatory powers. Today, St. John's wort is known as one of the top herbal products being purchased today in the United States. It is a shrubby beauty with clusters of bright yellow flowers. These flowers have distinct, elongated petals that are oval-shaped. The plant has a widespread reach and it is believed to be native to Europe, parts of Asia and Africa, and even the western United States. Its blooming time is typically around June 24th, coinciding with John the Baptist's birthday, which is the reason for its unique name. Both the flowers and the leaves of this plant are used for medicinal purposes. St. John's wort managing depression and anxiety. In recent years, scientists have been closely examining St. John's wort as a potential fighter against depression and anxiety, especially in cases of mild to moderate severity. This interest in St. John's wort is notable, particularly as it tends to have fewer side effects than many prescription antidepressants, which makes it quite an appealing option for those seeking some alternatives. It should be obvious, but understanding depression and anxiety is important in this context. It is a mental disorder that really impacts how you feel, think, and just go about your daily life. Things like sleep, eating, or just enjoying what you usually love to do, it all gets affected. In fact, back in 2015, almost 7% of US adults experienced a major depressive episode in their lives. Symptoms include feeling sad or anxious, losing interest in fun activities, irritability, sleep issues, changes in appetite, unexplained pains, trouble focusing, feeling worthless, and even thoughts of suicide or self-harm. Moreover, depression and anxiety oftentimes go hand in hand. About 50% of people with depression also struggle with anxiety. This makes finding effective treatments all the more crucial. Now let's bring in St. John's wort. There is solid evidence that this herb can help with mild to moderate depression, but it's not as effective for severe cases. But just how does it work? Well, it is thought to help by preventing the brain from using up key neurotransmitters, such as serotonin, dopamine, GABA, short for gamma-aminobutyric acid, and norepinephrine. This action might leave more of these feel-good chemicals available in our brain, potentially easing the symptoms of depression. What's really interesting is that in many studies, St. John's wort has worked just as well as SSRIs, known as selective serotonin reuptake inhibitors, which are a common type of antidepressant. The herb contains a mix of chemicals, such as hypericin, hyperforin, and some flavonoids as well. Initially, scientists believed that hypericin was the primary active component. However, some recent insights suggest that other chemicals in the herb might play a more significant role. Despite these findings, the scientific community does not have a unanimous opinion on St. John's wort. For example, one study found it to be no more effective than a placebo, a conclusion that becomes even more intriguing when noting that in the same exact study, a widely recognized antidepressant, Zoloft, also failed to show significant benefits. The potential of St. John's wort in relieving anxiety is also being explored, giving its influence on GABA transmitters in the brain, a common target for many anxiety medications. However, it is important to acknowledge that much of this understanding remains theoretical at this stage, and there is a pressing need for more long-term human studies that focus specifically on anxiety. This ongoing research underscores the complex nature of St. John's wort as a potential natural remedy for these common mental health challenges. Despite some conflicting results, the majority of research tilts in favor of St. John's wort. Numerous studies have compared it to popular antidepressants, such as Prozac, Celexa, Paxil, and Zoloft. And what did they find? In many cases, St. John's wort worked just as well as these prescription drugs. Other benefits. St. John's wort is widely known for its effectiveness in easing symptoms of anxiety and depression. But did you know that it has other potential health benefits also? For many women, premenstrual syndrome, oftentimes seen as PMS, can be a monthly ordeal. Research suggests that St. John's wort could be a game changer here. It may help to reduce PMS symptoms like cramps, irritability, food cravings, and even breast tenderness. Some studies have shown a remarkable 50% reduction in symptom severity. Seasonal affective disorder, oftentimes seen as SAD, is a type of depression occurring in winter months due to less sunlight, which dampens the mood of many people worldwide. St. John's wort, especially when used along with light therapy, has been found effective in improving mood for those dealing with SAD. Beyond mental health, St. John's wort also has antibacterial properties, which can help to fight inflammation. When applied topically, it may soothe minor wounds, skin irritations, and even symptoms associated with eczema and hemorrhoids. So, how does St. John's wort actually work? So we're going to talk about what makes St. John's wort special and why it works. These are mostly due to it containing components like hypericin and pseudohypericin found in its leaves and flowers both. And here's the catch. Scientists are still figuring out the magic ingredients for its healing effects. There's ongoing research into the essential oils and the flavonoids of the plant as well. If you're looking to try St. John's wort, it comes in various forms these days. You can find it in capsules, tablets, teas, tinctures, and even oil-based lotions for your skin. For those who prefer a more natural approach, there's chopped or powdered dry herb as well. Most St. John's wort products are standardized to have 0.3% hypericin. Now let's focus on how to take St. John's wort safely and effectively, whether for adults or for children. While most studies on St. John's wort have been done in adults, some research suggests that it could help with mild to moderate depression in children. However, it's quite important to remember, never give St. John's wort to a child without doctor's supervision. Depression in kids is serious, and they need careful monitoring for any side effects, like allergic reactions or upset stomach. Moving on to adults, St. John's wort is typically taken as a dry herb in capsule or tablet form. The common dose for mild depression is 300 milligrams, standardized to 0.3% hypericin extract 3 times a day with your meals. You can also find it readily available as a liquid extract or in tea form. The right dose can vary, so it's best to consult with a doctor or professional to find what works for you. Remember, it could take from 3 to 6 weeks to notice any effects. Here's a key point to note about taking St. John's wort. If you ever need to stop taking it, don't just stop taking it abruptly. Gradually lowering the dose is the way to go to avoid any unpleasant side effects. St. John's wort and common side effects. Some of the common ones that you might encounter include dizziness, where you might feel lightheaded or unsteady. Then there's dry mouth, a fairly common and harmless complaint, so it's good to keep water nearby. Fatigue is another side effect, so you might feel more tired than usual when trying this herb. A unique side effect of St. John's wort is sensitivity to sunlight. It can make your skin more susceptible to sunburn, so wearing sunscreen and protective clothing becomes more important. Lastly, some people experience symptoms like nausea or diarrhea. Before starting consumption of St. John's wort, getting the right diagnosis from a doctor is important. Your doctor can also ensure that it doesn't interact with any other medications that you're taking. Possible interactions with other medications. Because St. John's wort is known to interact with a variety of medications, sometimes it can make medications less effective, or in other cases, it might even increase their effects. There's a risk of developing serotonin syndrome. This condition can cause a range of symptoms to include agitation, tremors, excessive sweating, and diarrhea. It's particularly a concern when you combine St. John's wort with antidepressants. Medicines such as tricyclic antidepressants, SSRIs, and MAOIs are known to oftentimes interact with St. John's wort, oftentimes leading to increased side effects. This combination can be dangerous, potentially causing a condition known as serotonin syndrome. Therefore, it is a strict no-go to mix St. John's wort with SSRIs like citalopram, fluoxetine, or tricyclics like amitriptyline. Other safety and precautions. If you've got allergies, just be careful. St. John's wort may reduce the effectiveness of antihistamines like loratadine or cetirizine, making them less effective. For those with organ transplants or autoimmune diseases, St. John's wort can reduce the effectiveness of medications like cyclosporin, sometimes leading to serious consequences like organ rejection. Another vital point is the quality of the St. John's wort products. Always opt for high-quality products from licensed and regulated manufacturers. Remember that not all supplements are created equal, so doing your homework on product quality is crucial for your safety. Before we go, we want to remind you to always prioritize quality when choosing supplements like St. John's wort. Make sure that you're choosing the best options and, of course, consult with healthcare professionals to ensure safe and effective use. Massive thanks for hanging in there till the end of our video. If you found value in this information and crave more insightful content, you know the drill. Please smash the like button and hit the subscribe button if you already haven't subscribed to our channel for your next dose of helpful tips. Stay healthy, everybody, and we'll catch you on the flip side.